What's the creepiest noise you heard at night? When I was 8, I thought a man lived in our ceiling and I told my parents. But they laughed and said I imagined too much because kids often saw shadows or tricks of light. But I knew what I saw. At night, when the house got quiet, I heard scratching, soft at first like fingernails on wood, and then tapping started. The tapping went slow and steady, coming from the attic above my room. I told my dad, but he said it was only rats, so he went up once and flashed a light around the dusty, webby attic. He hit the beams to show it was empty, but I didn't believe him because I trusted my eyes. Later at night, I woke up and saw a dark, skinny shape stuck to the ceiling like a spot. His head leaned way over and his arms and legs bent all wrong, but he stayed still and stared at me. After that, I wouldn't sleep in my room, so I asked my parents to let me stay with them, but they said no, and I crept into my sister's room instead because I hated being alone, even though she didn't like it. Then, one night, I messed up and woke up thirsty. My sister slept tight, wrapped in blankets up to her head, so I didn't wake her and tiptoed into the dark hallway. The house stayed quiet, and the air smelled old and dusty, but I sneaked to the kitchen, got a glass of water, and took a sip. Suddenly, tapping started again, slow and clear right over me, so I stopped breathing, but it got louder and followed me. I stepped once, and it tapped. I stepped again, and it tapped twice. Then, I felt a creepy chill like someone watched me, so I looked up, and he was there above me, flat against the ceiling with his arms and legs spread out and his head turned upside down to look at me. His mouth stretched into a huge, scary smile, and his eyes looked like deep black holes staring right at me. I couldn't move or breathe, but then he crawled, not down, but across the ceiling with his fingers scratching the wood and his body twisting weirdly, getting closer and coming for me. I got scared, and I dropped my glass, so it broke on the floor, but the noise woke me up enough to run, so I raced to my sister's room, shut the door hard, and jumped under the blankets. I closed my eyes tight, and my body shook as I waited for more tapping, but it didn't come. I stayed awake all night, listening and waiting, but nothing happened. The next morning, I begged my parents to check the attic, but my dad got mad because he thought I was silly. My mom saw how scared I looked, though, so she made him look again that afternoon. I watched as my dad pulled down the attic ladder and climbed up, complaining the whole time. He moved his light around, and everything stayed still for a bit, but then he stopped moving. My mom yelled to him, but he didn't answer right away. When he came down, his face looked white, and he held an old paper, but something was on it. Messy writing that said, "I see you." That night, he nailed the attic closed, and I never slept in my room again. But I wasn't sure it helped because years later, after we moved, I found something weird online. Someone posted pictures of our old house for sale, and they showed all the rooms painted nice and new, but I checked my old bedroom photo, and my stomach dropped. A little dark spot sat in the corner by the ceiling, and it looked like a smiling face.